All good, guys? Just sit on whatever is your preferred position today. Keep your spine straight. And close your eyes. Make your knee very heavy. You're grounded on the sit bones. Palms on the knees, chin mudra, or just put the hands Sukhasana. Shoulders down. Quietly chant your personal mantra in your mind to bring you to the mat. Namaskar mudra. Thumbs on the chest, slightly down, head, chin slightly down, bow down a bit. Mantras. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurudeva Namaha Tvameva Mata cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Come to your third eye, bow down. Focus yourself, focus your thoughts, and dedicate your practice to somebody whom you love. Dedicate your practice to yourself. Intention. Deep breath and Om. Deep breath in. Down. Hand by the side. Hand by the side, lift it up, open the chest, arms touching to the on top of your head. Turn your head to face the ceiling. Stretch your arm higher and higher. And take it by the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Open the chest. Again, lift your hands up. Take it by the side. Last one, take it up. Fill your lungs with fresh prana. Breathe out slowly, gently, open the chest, squeeze everything down. Twist towards your right, left hand on the right knee, and then twist towards the right. Squeeze everything, squeeze your waist, take the steering air out completely. Take the gaze in the back of the room. Come back to center, gaze into the other side. Twist towards your left. Shoulders are the same distance. The chest is facing to the side of the wall. Twisting from your hips. Just a bit more. Come back to center. Take your right hand by the side of right hip. Lift the left hand up. Walk your right hand to the side, side stretch on the left side. Push the hips to the wall, to the ground, and then stretch your left hand towards the right side and right elbow completely on the ground. Turn your body, chest facing to the ceiling, gaze to the ceiling. Stretch your left hand as far as possible towards the right. And breathe in. Stretch a bit more, last bit. Come back to center, just warming up the body, rise and shine. So these days your left hand by the side of the hip, right hand lifted. Walk your left fingers to the left side and take your right hand up towards the left. Side stretch on the right side. Turn your chest towards the front and slightly towards the ceiling. Turn your head towards the ceiling. Stretch your right hand as far as you can towards the left side. Left elbow on the ground. Keep breathing in and fresh air into your chest. Side. Come back to center. And then again, leaning towards the front and we bow down to the front, stretching the spine. Cup your hand in front of your toes. Walk your hand to the front. And then leaning from your chin and slowly drop your elbows down. It's like a seated Sphinx position. And then with your chin, get your head very heavy. Breathe in to stretch your spine. Breathe out to take your head down. Stretch your spine. Head down. Stretch your spine. Down. If your head is touching the ground, perfect. It's not touching the ground. Set your intentions and make it so heavy that you're stretching your lower back. Then fill your chest with the fresh air out. Then take the corner to the back, mid back, out. Breathe in, the lower back, out. Without changing the stance, walk your right hand towards the right end corner. Fall on the right knee. So basically, I've just turned my neck, my chest, and landed on the right knee. Now stretching my left hand further and further. Drop your head, chin maybe touching the right knee. Stretching your left hand further. Now pivot and then walk your hands to turn towards your left. So this time your chin is now landing on the left knee. And you're stretching your right hand further and further to the left corner of the room. Just a bit more. Back, warming up. Hand, clasp your hand behind your back. First one, you make your two fingers like a gun and take those fingers behind to touch the ground and open the chest. Look toward the ceiling. Opening the chest. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just breathe in, down. Clasp your hand behind and lift both arms behind and bring it to the parallel of your shoulder behind. Then opening the chest. Lift your hand further and further. See how high can you lift your hand behind your back. Down, down. Wrap your hand behind in the front, so just love yourself, give yourself a tight hug. Keep pulling, keep trying to see whether your fingers can connect and behind your back. So if we can squeeze, hug it tight into yourself. Drop your knees in your arms. Is it. Just shoulder rotation, take your shoulders to the ears, take it back, down, back, down, up, down, reverse, take your shoulder to the back, to the ears, front and down. Keep opening the chest, and every time you do, breathe in to open and fill your chest with the fresh air. Lift it up and squeeze out completely. Last one. Down. Come to Dandasana. Stretch your leg in the front. Stretch your leg to the front. First, let's make the bridge and then do the wide bed screen to release anything on the lower back. Do the bed screen a few times. Align the back. The last one, take your wind screen down, both this on the right side. So your wind screen is both the knees are down to the right side. And then I take my left hand and turning back to the back. So I completely twisted myself from the right side. Drop both the arms behind your butt. Each breath in, twist it more, push your hips down. Rise up. Again, wind screen, top of your screen, your wind wiper to the left side. And then take your right hand, turn towards the left, and then completely twist. Brought the right hand to the back, left hand to the back. So twisting towards the left side. Both the wipers are down. Deep breath in, extend your spine without twisting before. Be mindful, be gentle. This is to help to build their muscle strength along the back muscle. Back to center. Now this time again, let's go to wind screen and stretch your leg. Come to the Dandasana. Again, we'll do Paschimottanasana. So, which way you want to transition. First, you remove any flesh, but hold the toe from your thumb and fingers. Stretch your spine. Slide your left feet as far as you can. Keep pulling the toe towards your face. pushing the heels towards the ball to the front. Then the other leg. When you keep pulling the toe towards your face and pushing the heel to the front and getting this leg as put some action on the leg, then you can see lean forward, drop your elbow wherever it goes, slightly bend of your elbow, lean forward and pulling the heel that tells you to go down a bit more. Keep pulling the toe, keep pushing the heel, make your leg very active. When you consciously make your leg very active by making the knees very firm, then you find that bending becomes easy. To each breath in, extend your spine, out, bend forward. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lift up, take your hand, we go to Purvottanasana. Your hand may be at 1 feet behind, both the fingers are facing towards your butt. Stretch your toes as deep as you can. Push this, open the shoulders and drop your weight on your palms and lift your hips up. Try to push the toes to the ground and lift your head up and raise up. 1, 2, keep opening the chest and breathe in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Look towards the toe and gently drop your hips down and then completely go back on your back. Now resting on your back. Enjoy the sensation, rub your lower back onto the mat. Release anything, any lock. Arms by the side. Keep a couple of breaths in. This is your resting pose. Gather your momentum, gather your breath, fresh prana. Close your eyes and just simply breathe in some fresh air. Last one. Lift your right leg up. Hold the right. Hold your thighs from the back. Keep pushing the imaginary ceiling from your heels. Toes is facing towards your face. Left leg is very, very active. Keep pulling it towards your face. Shoulders on the ground, so don't slouch your shoulders. This will be on the ground. Walk your hand, lift your hand, walk your hand to hold the back of your shin. Again, flare open the elbow and bring your knee to your nose. Breath, keep fresh, creating space in your abdomen for any stale air to get out. Each breath in, lift, pull your feet up. Breathe out, take your toes to the knees. Release your head down. And with control, right leg count of 10, slowly and steadily comes down. Holding it using your core to move like this movement, and not the gravity of the leg to just go down. See how does it feel? Your right hips is feeling much more relaxed or much more open than the left. Lift your left leg up. Hold the left leg, left thigh behind. Push the ceiling from your feet. Your heel is very, very firm and pushing. The toe is towards your face. Your right leg is very, very active. Even the right toe is very, very active. So no point in this whole pose, any part of your body is inactive. So your right leg is active, your left leg is towards the ceiling. Your arm is pulling thigh towards your chest. Shoulders are down. Filling yourself with fresh prana every time. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. When you breathe out, you're taking your shoulders down and pulling the thigh towards your chest. Lift your head up, walk your finger, back of your shin. Your left leg is very active, right leg is very active, pushing the imaginary ceiling from the flare. Open the knee and breathe in. Breathe out, take your nose to the knees. Breathe in. Trying to take any stale air from my abdomen out. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Down. Count of 10. I'm using my core to take my leg down slowly and gently and not the gravitation, the weight of my feet. Again, we will do some of those core exercises today. Arms like an aeroplane, and then we lift the leg up, and we will do a few very, very firm movement. In case your lower back is giving you trouble, then you can bend the knee, but we'll do exactly the same thing of taking the leg towards the right, towards the left 2 times to create this core strength and agni within our core. Arms by the side, using the arms as the lever and the brake. And our shoulders are firmly onto the ground. The spine is touching to the mat. So whatever happening is happening from my hips and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and lift the leg up 90 degrees. Stay here. Push the tailbone to the mat. Remove any arch from the lower back. Take your leg to the right side slowly and gently, using the palm as the brake. Not touch the mat, not touch the ground. Twist. Take your leg up. Towards the right, towards the left. Other side, whatever you did. Lift it up. Using the core and the palm and not lifting my tailbone, so tailbones will continue to touch the ground. Left leg goes towards the right. Twisting and creating this strength on the lower back. Be mindful of this practice. Not touching the ground, hovering like 6 inches on the mat. Put my leg up. Other side. Again, using the core to balance and very subtle and controlled decline. Listen to the left. In. Lift the leg up. And this time take it to the front. 60 degrees and hold for 5 breaths. Now take it to 30 degrees for 5 breaths. Using the core drop it down all the way to the ground and just see your thighs must be burning now from this hard work carried out. Normalize your breath. Now we are ready for some Sarvangasana. What I'm trying to do is trying to push the blood onto your chest and your head. Very, very controlled. If Sarvangasana is in your practice, then you can still do the 90-degree lift, but I'm sure if it's in our practice, very, very gentle and controlled. Using the shoulders and arms as the stand. Shoulder stand, so gently lift your leg up, 90 degrees. Lift your hips up to take the leg down a bit, and then raise your leg up. We'll be here for 10 breaths. Trying to rush the blood into your brain and your face. Once you reach to Sarvangasana, bend your knees and take your knees, bring it close to your forehead to squeeze anything on your abdomen. That helps to put some more weight on your shoulders and releases the weight on your arms. Then I'm going to take the arms further, close to my upper mid back, and lift my Sarvangasana straight. This is the technique so that all our weight is on our shoulder, not on the upper back or lower back. You should be able to breathe normally. If you're not, you can go back a little down, but trying to put the weight and today we are trying to energize our chest and our forehead with some fresh blood flow up and down. And squeezing any stale air from our respiratory system. And then take your leg a little bit back and gradually transition into either Halasana. If Halasana is not in your practice, you can bend your knee and take the knee to your forehead. Release your arms. And vertebrae by vertebrae, back to our back, keeping our legs straight, so vertebrae by vertebrae, with control, using your palm as a lever. Be very, very mindful and gentle to your practice. Using my palm as a lever and a brake, and vertebrae by vertebrae, using the core. Very, very gentle and subtle descent. How does it feel? Again, rub your lower back to the mat to release any lock, any tension, anything in the back. Counter for this is the fish. So take your both the palms under your butt, both the palms under your butt, palm facing the ground, and your butt is on your wrist. Push the elbow inside, so your elbow is also in the back of the lower back, mid back, and then you lift your upper body by putting all the weight on your elbow, and take your head. First look towards the toes, then drop your head. And then slowly down yourself on the crown of your head. But there's no weight on the crown of your head. All the weight is on my elbow. So while it looks like that I am on my forehead, but actually I am on my elbow. 5 breath here. Opening the chest, fresh prana. Calm yourself down, elongating my neck, Using my windpipe and release your neck out. Again, look towards the toes, slowly, slowly, slowly. Go back on your back and then release your hand out from your lower back. Both the palms facing the ceiling. Keep rubbing, releasing any lock on your lower back. What we'll be doing every after each breath, you take a few breaths to get on the back. Now, we do some crunches in, strengthening my abdomen, my lower back, my ab muscles. We will do Dhanurasana crunches. Bend your knees facing the ceiling. Right knee go on the top of the left. Wrap it around with your right toe, wrapping around your left shin. Left feet is on the ground. Extend both the arms to the right. Squeeze completely so that both the knees are stacked against each other. Because my right knee is on top of the left, so my left arm should be on top of the right. Cross, 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 and Dhanurasana. Arms. Stretch your leg straight, stretch your arm up, elongating my spine completely. You can see that your spine is being straightened at the lower back, stretching your arms.
जय हाथ में लेफ्ट हैंड ऊपर रहेगा या राइट हैंड ऊपर रहेगा?
Right leg and left hand.
Right leg, left hand. Okay.
Right hand, left hand. This would be a bit tricky. Although right hand, right leg would be much easier, but we're trying to get the balance. So stretch up, stretch your leg. We do 5 crunches. Breathe in. Start your crunches. Breathe in to bend your knee. Take your elbow to touch the knee. Down. Stretch your leg, stretch your arm. Breathe in, crunch again. Down. Elongate your spine, elongate your arms and legs. Third. Stretch. 4. Stretch. And 5. Release your arms, release your leg. Let's see how beautiful does it feel. Again, rub your lower back onto the mat. Release your thing, take your breathing back. Deep breath in, down, breathe in, breathe out, in, and breathe out. Again, Dhanurasana. Both the knees are facing the ceiling like a bridge. Lifting my left leg on the top of the right. Knees are stacked up against each other. Whatever works for you, it can be like this, or with an intention to wrap your left leg behind your right shin, left toe behind the right shin, squeezing the thighs very, very hard. Knees are stacked up against each other. Since my left leg is on the top, this time my right hand will be on the top. And then cross over, scissor hands, Dhanurasana hands grasping, and then stretching your leg as far as I can, stretching my arm as far as I can, creating the space in my chest and my abdomen, and making my core very firm and strong, hard. Then breathe out. Breathe in. Completely take everything out from your abdomen. Okay, then we start the crunches. By the way, breathe in. And breathe out, crunch. Knee have to touch the elbow. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. No cheating. Knees have to touch the elbow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release your leg. Release your arms. Release your Virasana. Inhale. The knees are still straight. You can do a windscreen to release anything on the lower back. So windscreen towards your right. Windscreen towards the left. Windscreen towards the right. Windscreen towards the left. Very, very mindful of your lower back. If it is not in your practice, make it gentle, make it lesser. Slowly you will get the same strength on the lower back, but what happens very, very gently and slowly. Keep stretching, keep making your lower back more flexible. Just now we strengthen the practice of again, back strengthening and make the chest. Your bridge, your leg is, knees are facing the ceiling. And just imagine that you have a perfect and right angle triangle, the perfect triangle with your knees 90 degrees between your back of your thigh and back of your shin. We're going to lift our back up, so creating the strength on the lower back and creating some space on our chest. Not doing the bridge pose, it's just this is the pose helping for the calf muscle, Achilles tendon and feet. This is one of my practice. Put your hand, use your arm, show your palm to the ceiling, and with the count of 3, push the weight on your toe, on your feet, and lift your lower back up. And then lift your back up. Keep lifting. Squeeze your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your butt and slowly body weight by body weight. Take your upper back down, mid back down, lower back down, tail down, and then come back all the way. Knees are still towards the ceiling. See how does it feel again. Wrap your lower back onto the mat. Release any lock, anything that you have been holding, any. Again, same thing. Your hips up. Go as much as you can, not to hurt your lower back at all. Creating the space on your chest. Pushing the mat from your feet. Then lifting and rounding your chest. 1. Keep pulling both the knees close to each other. So don't let go of any. Make it very active. 3, 4, and 5. Body weight by body weight. Upper back, mid back, lower back. Coming back to the mat. Rub, rub, rub. Make your tailbone rub against the mat through the knees. And make it gentle and relaxed. If you have to imagine that when I lift up, I am trying to squeeze a ball in between my knees so that to have my leg very, very active. The last one. Push the weight on your feet. So as soon as you push the weight on your feet, you find that there's a little gentle lift of the lower back or your tailbone. Make it lift slowly, 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 as if somebody's pulling the thread. Up again, push the weight on your feet and trying to squeeze an imaginary wall between your knees. Chest open. 1, 2, 3. And again, squeeze the ball. And 5. Gently. See, how does it feel? It feels very, very firm. In. That's it. So now just you can lift your toes a bit, toes down, toes a bit, down. Put all the weight on your heel, toes lifted, and take the toes to the right. Just general rotation of your toes while the heel is still on the ground and knees are still towards the ceiling. Other way. Now, gently turn completely on your chest. Turn on the chest. Do Bhujangasana or Sarvasana just to relax our lower back. In Bhujangasana, actually lift our body all the way as compared to Cobra or hand by your chest. Toes are very firmly connected and pushing the mat. Then breathe out. We're transitioning into Dhanurasana, so before that we will do some of this. Be very, very mindful of your practice on your back. Again, squeeze your palm. Lift up. Breathe in. Straighten your arm completely. Trying to push the navel to the ground. Lift your chest and take your gaze to the ceiling. And you create a space between your shoulder and your ear. 1, 2, 3. Again, push the mat and create a space between the shoulders and the ear. 5. Drop it down. Be very, very mindful of your lower back. It's not necessary that you have to lift all the way. You're just warming up and creating this space and energy in and around our lower back muscles. Second one, then down, breathe in, lift, then a lift. Again, push the chest forward and straight your arm and gaze to the ceiling, making the leg very active. Squeeze your palm and take it down. Now this time when we lift up, we will turn our head towards the right side to look back on your toes and center on the left. Lift up, breathe in, down, breathe in, lift. Again, push the mat from your toenails and from your knees. Create a space between your shoulder and your ear. With control, take your face turn towards the right and take it towards look at the back of the room. Both the arms, there's a tendency that you dump more weight on your right. You could keep bringing the weight back on both hands evenly. Center, take it to the left side. Straighten your arms, shine your chest between your arms, and down. Take your feet mat distance apart. Lift your feet up and again windscreen. Every time we do windscreen to get our alignment back, releasing any tension, any lock, any pressure on your lower back. So windscreen try and help us bring the releases anything. Okay. Go back. If Dhanurasana is in your practice, be very, very mindful of protecting your lower back. If it is not, it's perfectly fine. It should get a bit easy because we have really created this flexibility and heat in and around our lower back. Bend your knees. See your heels coming, touching to your hips. Hold the outside of your ankle. And then open the chest. Chin on the mat. First, you lift your knees up. And then lift the chest up. Even a little bit of this is also fine. Opening the chest. Pulling the ankle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. Take your head towards the right side. The face is on the mat. The left side of the face is on the mat. There, open both the knees, the elbows, heels outside, shoulders on the ground. Last breath, breathing deep. Again, bring the chin to the mat. Lift your heels up. Both the heels are connected. Stretch leg. Second one. Then bend the knees and bring the elbow up in the ankle close to your hips. And then hold from outside. Even though your knees opens up, those knees open, but see the toes are together. So opening up the knee makes it easier. Again, chest open, lift up, first chest up, lift up. Again, wait, very, you're squeezing your palm, pulling your ankle, opening the chest, gaze to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop it. This time, the other side of your face is on the mat, shoulders on the ground. Flare open the heels by the side. Then, without. Then, without. Now gently transition into tabletop. Tabletop. We're going to now release our lower back, like cat and cow. Gaze your arms, your palms exactly under the shoulder. Cat. And cow. Cat. And cow. Cat. And cow. And then we gradually transition into your downward facing dog. The counterbalance for all this thing that we did. Slowly transition into downward facing dog. We're not going to do any dog pose today. Walk your dog, right leg, left leg. Keep pushing the weight on your toes and on your heels. I can see the improvement in my own legs. I can nicely put my right leg back. Left, right, left, right, left, right, lifting my hips higher and higher. Come to plank, cobra, upward facing dog. Sway side to side, repeat anything. Go back, put the knee down, sit on Vajrasana. Okay. Creating this stand with my both the toes by the side, my hips sitting nicely. And Vajrasana. Lift both the knees up. Both the knees up, higher and higher and higher. In, down, come back, and now sit on both the heels. And then put all the toes, spread all the toes. Extending your knee out farther and farther. On the heels. Just stretching my toenails, the toes taking farther and wider. Take your focus on your toes. Trying for help. And then come back with the tap the toes. This time, doing the same thing. Put your toes, bend your toes the other way. Now I'm actually now on my toenails. Putting the weight on my toenails. If you want to be a bit adventurous, you can actually transition with the toenails into your downward facing dog. But very, very mindful. And put it down. Put that again. Okay. Last one, hero pose. Before we go to our pranayama series. And open the chest. Hero pose. Sitting nicely in between my feet. Both the heels are by the side of my hips. You can sit here. Use your pillow under your butt if you want. You want to sit like this. I specifically like this pose because it creates a opens up my knees, my toe, my lower back, slightly transition into, take your hand behind, open the chest. The knee was initially connected, but it can be opened just to make it easier. Open the chest. Then keep leaning back and back and back. See, some point in time you should be able to take your lower back down as well. Mid back is down on the mat, pushing the lower back also onto the mat. And then come back slowly, steadily, and now sit. to straighten the leg and do the windscreen. Straighten the leg. Just do the windscreen on the toes. Releasing anything that is out, any tension anywhere. Just one side, one side, one side, one side. Both can be fun. Inside, outside. Whatever works for you today, just release any tension wherever. You can do rotation of the toes. Now, sit on Sukhasana. Why don't we try today half Padmasana? So, try half Padmasana. Calm down yourself. Scan through your body and we created a lot of work today. We rushed fresh blood onto your forehead through Sarvangasana. We worked on our core, worked on our legs, our knees, with our chest opener, shoulder openers, squeezing ourselves in and out. Dhanurasana to create an alignment. Bhujangasana to create a twist. So in all these subtle poses, actually we have touched every part of our body. And now is the time to give gratitude to our body, ourselves, connecting from our soul. Calm down completely. We will take Kapalabhati just to balance and create this energy inside and holding the fire inside the body. Breathe in, breathe out. You lean forward a little bit. That helps you to elongate your spine, give more space in your abdomen. Breathe in, and breathe out. Now breathe in and start. We will do 45. Breathe in, and start. Breathe in deep, breathe out. Deep, breathe out. Breathe in and start again. Breathe in, breathe out. In, breathe out. in. Last one. If you want to really see the change in your body, use your hand. So your left hand on the chest and right hand on your abdomen, and just see when you breathe out, only your abdomen is moving. There's a tendency that your shoulders start slouching and your head starts making funny faces. Now breathe in and stop. And back to your knees, and enjoy the subtle movement of the body. Close your eyes. In the moment of meditation, just keep your eyes closed. Focus on yourself, focus on your heart. Shoulders down away from your ears, spine straight. Closing mantra before we go to Shavasana. As we fast, you can go to your Shavasana. Let your body completely relax. Just closing mantra, hand on your chest, thumb down, chest down. Om Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mata Sarvam Prabhavrate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Bhuta Bhava Samarpita Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Rahe Vrindavana Shuri Vishwamanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste. Thank you to our parents, we thank you to our forefathers, we thank you to all our gurus. Thank you to founding father of yoga, with love, compassion, peace, and positive energy. We send our love and best wishes to whoever we have dedicated our practice to. We thank you to Almighty for giving us this beautiful life and beautiful nature, and how thankful we are for the quality of life we've been given. With humbleness, calmness, we say, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. That's it. Thank you all for joining this practice and making me a better person than what I was yesterday. Come to third eye. Deep home, breathe in. Go down. Gradually transition into your Shavasana. Stretch your legs, make it mat width distance apart. Hands wider than your leg, fingers curled up. Your toes are opening up to the side. Take the focus to your knees, hips. Remove any arc from your hip. Shoulders on the ground. Squeeze your face and release. Squeeze the arms and release. Squeeze your hips and release. And close your eyes and calm down. Breathe normally. Your toes are relaxed. Your knees are relaxed. Your hips are relaxed. Lower back is on the ground. Shoulders are relaxed. Curl your arms, your
Maybe eyes are closed. We go into our transition.
Good morning, Arun Babu. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. You have good birds chirping here.
Sorry?
Nice.
Yeah.
Birds are chirping. It's so refreshing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of, parrots who have started coming, and मैंने उनको उनका खाना वाना देना चालू किया ना, so they really come in early in the morning.
They'll make your balcony dirty. It's the
Well,
sound so refreshing.
Yeah, they come here. पहले मैं आगे खाना रखता था. आजकल
Uncle Anil से बात करो.
Hey beta, Shaurya, how are you beta? Shaurya,
Uncle,
you only love Jay uncle. Uncle Jay had to go to the hospital. He's gone for his physiotherapy.
how are you doing?
Should I tell him?
How are you doing, Anil uncle? How are you feeling? How are you feeling, Anil uncle? पूछो तो. Anil uncle is not well. You have to say, uncle, get well soon. I want to come and play with you, uncle. I want to play with Jamie. Kick all the germs away. See, kick all the germs away.
What is it?
Kick all the germs away, uncle.
Kick all the germs away?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. With the, you hit with the guns. I will hit them with the gun, paintball gun.
I have a water gun. I bring that in your house and look all the germs will not come again.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Chalo Arun bhai. Have a nice day and
You too, bhai.
stay safe. Huh? Stay safe.
Sure.
हाँ बेटा. बोलो बेटा.
Why not come in my house?
Beta, let me get okay first. So it will take another 15 days before I can start meeting everyone. So I have to be complete.